have a great lineup of speakers for you this time. We have 7 total speakers. And it is the best lineup that we've ever had, mainly because you don't have to hear me talk about the connected ambulance again. So our first speaker consults customers nationwide on the latest hardware solutions which support point of care, mobility, front office, and EMR initiatives. She is a business development executive at Lenovo Healthcare, specializing in Lenovo technology and working with customers who span the healthcare continuum from hospital to ambulatory to home health and continuing care environments. Please welcome Andrea Gosz.
Thank you so much for having me today. I am really excited to be here and also to announce that you guys chose the correct track because only the people in this room are eligible for a raffle that I'm going to do, and the prize is going to be this Lenovo USB portable monitor. So no external AC required. There is a lid that comes with this, so it's protected when you travel. So I will pass out those tickets. Your CDW account manager, I think, was going to be here today to pass these out for me, but our booth got stuck. Thank you so much. Our booth got stuck in the storms in Memphis yesterday, so he is taking care of that right now. So thank you so much. Best of luck to the winner, and just as a heads up for interactive participation, there are chances to win additional raffle entries, so just know that. So to further introduce myself, and thank you again, Jason, I appreciate that. I think it's always important to have context when you are listening to someone speak. So just so you know, I actually do work for CDW. However, as Jason mentioned, I specialize in the Lenovo line, and so as I'm sure many of you do in your roles at your individual companies, I wear multiple hats at CDW in terms of helping and consulting with clients nationwide. And also, I work in the division at CDW that manages all of our GPO contracts. So one of the things, thank you so much, that I would like to, at one point, hear from you guys on today is the factors that are most important to you, because in part of my role being here this week, I'm having a meeting with EMS Redline to talk about the best products that are right for your environment and to negotiate pricing on your behalf with Lenovo. So just some background information for you before we get started. So thank you so much for being here. The services that EMS and you all provide to your communities across the country are invaluable. I know as a citizen, I feel safer in general knowing that EMS is accessible to me should I ever need it. And so therefore, because the services that you provide are so critical, you deserve the best in technology that there is. So hopefully today I can provide some information for you so that it can help you make decisions when the time comes for your organization. So this is just a little bit of background information on Lenovo, which again is the brand that I represent at CDW. And can I get a show of hands? Is everyone in the room familiar with Lenovo, or half and half, maybe pretty familiar? So they have a great story to tell. Years ago, they, in 2005, acquired the PC arm of IBM, and since then have had almost explosive growth. So as you can see here, they're as big as McDonald's, bigger than Nike, and the reason why the size and the growth is significant for you in your positions today is because that creates economies of scale. So as they continue to innovate, because they're purchasing in bulk, those prices come down. So you get the best innovative technology there is at a very affordable cost. Additionally, one thing to point out, this is new information. They are opening a manufacturing facility in North Carolina, actually at the end of last year it kicked off. So, mobile devices. This is Lenovo's mobile device story, and today we're talking about tablets in general, but I just wanted to give you a perspective of where one of the manufacturers in the market today came from. So, as I mentioned, there are chances to win additional raffle tickets. Can anyone give me the correct answer? In 1984, IBM, at the time Lenovo, launched its first mobile device. Can someone tell me how much that device weighed?
15 pounds.
60 plus.
And somewhere in between.
30.
Oh, who said it? Very good. Raffle entry for you. So yeah, that was the beginning of their mobile device story. So not quite very mobile. The good news is that they continue to innovate since then. And 1992 was the first time that they introduced the ThinkPad as we know it today. So the ThinkPad that I know and love today meets 8 out of 9 military specs. It's great for the EMS environment because of the ruggedization. But still, they had quite a long way to go. So additional stops along the way. The next year to know was 2006. That was the first year that they launched the convertible tablet. So this is where notebook meets tablet in one. And that product comes with a stylus, very significant for healthcare, police, and EMS in general, because now you're better enabling workflow and giving your users more options for digital note taking. And then the story continued to evolve. And as we move on through time, the devices continue to become thinner and lighter. And one thing that will be sort of a theme throughout today is that as the products continue to evolve, now this thing, and you hear about it in the news every day, consumerization of IT continues to innovate and shape future products. So I'll get into that a bit more on the next slide, which, by the way, there will be another raffle opportunity just so you know. But they continue to innovate and really launched their first tablet last year. The tablet that they launched last year shipped with an Android OS. And the reason why they went to market with Android was, number one, because it was open source, but number two, because really Windows did not have that touch capability yet that Lenovo felt was optimized for a tablet form factor. So this was a 10-finger touch device. It was actually a great machine, again, met 8 out of 9 military specs. But what we saw, and especially in the healthcare environment, was that companies were now managing Windows and largely iOS OS environments. And so to add another OS to the mix was an additional layer of management. It was additional work for probably everyone in this room who you're already wearing so many hats. How can you continue to manage all these operating systems? But fortunately, Windows 8 caught up and they launched the Tablet 2, which I'll talk about a little bit today. I have one here if anyone wants to see it at the end of the presentation or down in the booth later. But this machine is Windows 8, 10-finger touch optimized, 10.1-inch screen size, lots of great features for healthcare. And as you can see in the slide here, they continue to innovate and basically roll out new products that are also very good for touch, enable a workflow. So in a healthcare setting, when you want to give your users the best ability to capture information the way that they want to in a timely fashion, they have options available for them. So as I mentioned, here's another opportunity for a raffle. And this is kind of the slide that started it all. Can anyone tell me in 2003 what device started?
Trio.
Very good. Raffle entry for you.
No, that's not good.
Yes, the Palm Trio. Now, this device was revolutionary at the time, and a lot of people jumped on board, but as far as functionality, yes, it was highly mobile, but you couldn't actually do a great deal with it. And so what happened was that people continued to innovate, and specifically, Steve Jobs commissioned the company of Motorola to create a phone for him that he could load his software onto. And a bonus raffle entry, can anyone tell me